and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm gonna be reading you another story so that you can relax and have a good sleep. I hope this story helps you relax, but it will probably keep you entertained. I'm not sure because I asked my fellow AI to write me a horror story because I love horror. And recently I watched the movie called The Substance, and it was such a wild movie. I don't know if you saw it, but I do recommend it. I mean, I liked it, but like I said before, I enjoy every movie I watched. It doesn't matter which one it is, I do enjoy it. And I always love reading or listening to horror stories. And I was like, let's see what AI can do. And I did a children's bedtime story last time, and I said, why not go into a different category for this one? And I chose a horror story. But first, I'm gonna put my gloves, so whenever I'm reading to you, at least you can hear something different, not just my voice. There we go. Let's see what it says. It's called The Mirror That Watched. And it says, Emily loved antiquarian. There was something intoxicating about the smell of old wood and tarnished brass. The feeling of running her fingers over objects that had lived lifetimes before her. It was on one such trip, on a particularly dreary November afternoon, that she found it. What did she find? Let's see. Tucked away in the corner of a crumbling thrift shop, the mirror stood like a forgotten sentinel. Its frame was grotesquely beautiful, twisting vines of dark knotted wood, interspersed with carvings of anguish, faces that seem frozen mid-scream. The glass itself was cloudy, as if obscured by decades of dust. Okay. That's been here as long as I have, the shopkeeper muttered when she asked about it. He was a weary man with a nervous tick that made his eye twitch. No one ever buys it. Emily hesitated. Why not? He shrugged, looking uncomfortable. Strange thing, some folks said it's good. You sure you want it? That should have been enough to make her walk away, but she couldn't. There was something magnetic about the mirror, something that stirred a deep, inexplicable curiosity in her. She handed the shopkeeper $50 and carried it home. And now it's gonna move into the first night. The mirror found its place in Emily's bedroom, leaning against the wall, across from her bed. She cleaned it thoroughly, scrubbing until the glass gleamed and the carved faces seemed to come alive under the light. But that As she lay in bed, she felt a prickling sensation at the back of her neck, and she opened her eyes. When she opened her eyes, she noticed something strange. Her reflection in the mirror wasn't quite right. It was so subtle at first, a slight delay in movement when she raised her hand or turned her head. Just tired, she mumbled, closing her eyes again. But she couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. The shadows. The next few nights were worse. Emily woke repeatedly to a low, almost imperceptible hum in the air. At first, she thought it was the heater or a passing car, but each time she opened her eyes, she saw the shadows in the mirror moving slowly, deliberately toward her. By the third night, she began to hear whispers, faint, indistinct voices that seemed to seep from the mirror's frame. She couldn't make out the words, but the tone was unmistakable, pleading. "Who's there?" she whispered one night, standing in front of the mirror. Her reflection stirred back, wide-eyed and pale, but didn't move when she did. It blinked once, then smiled. Emily screamed, stumbling backward, but when she looked again, everything was normal. She convinced herself it was a trick of her tired mind, a hallucination brought on by stress and lack of sleep. But the whisper persisted, growing louder each night. The tapping. Speaking of the devil, why not do some tapping? And then we'll carry on with the story. Don't worry, this mirror will not come for you unless you bought it and you have it with you, which could be a weird coincidence, right? In that case, just be careful. And if you have it, maybe that's why you've been having a lot of negative energy lately. So be careful, and maybe you can bring it and we get rid of it. Tapping. The tapping. I like how it goes into little chapters. It gives a little different title for each one of them. The tapping. Okay. Oh, something is wrong in my face. It says the tapping. On the fifth night, the tapping began. It was soft at first, like fingernails slightly rubbing against glass. Emily tried to ignore it, pulling the blankets over her head, but the sound grew louder, more insistent, until it echoed through the room. "Stop it," she yelled, throwing the blanket aside. reflection stood next to the bed, watching her, but she hadn't moved. Her chest tightened as icy terror gripped her. The reflection raised its hand and tapped the glass from inside. Once, twice. Then it spoke. Let me in. Let me in. The voice was hers, but distorted, like a recording played backwards. Emily scrambled out of bed, knocking over the lamp in the process. She grabbed a blanket and threw it over the mirror, her hands trembling so violently she almost dropped it. The tapping stopped, but the whispers didn't. Next, the ritual. Desperate for answers, Emily searched online for information about the mirror. Every thread and article she found pointed to one conclusion. The mirror was a vessel, a doorway to something else. One post caught her eye, a ritual to close the doorway. All she needed was salt, a candle, and a shard of broken glass from the mirror itself. Emily hesitated. Breaking the mirror seemed like the worst possible idea, but she couldn't go on like this. That night, armed with the supplies, she stood before the cover mirror. Slowly she pulled the blanket away. A reflection stared back at her with hollow, sunken eyes. I am ending this, Emily whispered, gripping the hammer tightly. The reflection smiled. No, you're not. Before she could swing, the glass rippled like water, and her reflection lunged forward, its arms stretching impossibly far. Ice cold hands grabbed her wrist, pulling her towards the mirror. Emily screamed, struggling to free herself. With a surge of adrenaline, she swung the hammer, shattering the glass into 1,000 jagged pieces. For a moment there was a silence. Then came the screams. Dozens of voices, agonized and furious, echoing from the shards on the floor. Emily dropped to her knees, clutching her ears as the room spun around her. The broken glass began to move, the fragments sliding toward each other, forming a new reflection, fracture, but whole. It wasn't her anymore. The reflection grinned, its teeth jagged, and too many. You shouldn't have done that. And then we go into the aftermath. When Emily's neighbors checked on her days later, they found her house empty. The mirror was gone, as was Emily, but something changed. At night, passers-by swore they saw flickering lights in the windows, shadows moving where no one lived, and those who got too close claimed to hear a faint tapping sound followed by whispers that echoed in their dreams. The mirror was never found, but Emily's face appeared in other mirrors, bathrooms, car windows, even puddles on the street. Her hollow eyes starting out, pleading silently for release. Some who saw her claimed they heard her voice. Let me out. No one ever dared to answer. Okay, she's finding a way to free herself from the other side, right? This feels like it needs a part 2. I'll see if I can find a part 2, right? But this is what I like sometimes about stories, like they don't have a precise ending, or they don't have a happy ending. I mean, like most horror stories don't have that, and that's why I like them, because I mean, I do like when someone survives, but the movies where none survives, it makes me sad. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, I saw this coming. This was what's gonna happen from the beginning. But yeah, sometimes stories turns around, twists, and all the things that can make a story great. So I actually like that. Obviously, I feel like there's a little more that can be added into the story. But yeah, mirrors. I think mirrors are the most scary things when you think about them as in a horror aspect, right? Like you're looking at yourself, and then what would you do if you see yourself staring back at you and being like evil or trying to, kill you? I always feel like whenever I go to the bathroom at night, like around 2 or 3 a.m., sometimes I go to late to bed, I wonder, like, what if I turn the lights off and get stuck in the bathroom, and I feel like something is watching me from the mirror, and I'm like, go away, please, go away. And I just have to turn the lights off and hurry up back to the bathroom, because I feel like something's gonna come out of the mirror and grab me and kill me, and bye bye for me. But it's funny, it just it's something I always think about. It doesn't matter if I watched the movie before or not, it just sometimes I get that feeling, and it's not really pleasant. But yes, I hope by now you're having a wonderful sleep. So, let me know, what do you think of this story? I'm gonna keep getting more stories on the way, so there's more for you. I used to do gaming videos way back, like a few months ago, and I might go back to them and finish what I started, because I never finished, and that's something I don't like to do, like start something and don't finish it. And I feel like I do need to finish, and I'm gonna write stories about the game that I play, that I love playing, and stories about like the characters and how they came to life. And it should be interesting stories, because like I love one of the characters that I play in my game, that it's like a mermaid and a pirate. Basically, she has a sword and she goes swinging around, and then she gets into like mermaid form and calls like dolphins and whales, and they sing kind of like, they make that beautiful sound that whales do, but at the same time crushing the opponent, and it's so beautifully done that I love playing that character all the time. It's just listening at the whale sound, it's amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna bring some Christmas stories and Christmas songs as well. So let me know which song would you like me to sing to you. It's Christmas time around the corner, and I do want to do something like singing. I've done something like that before, and I want to do it again, but obviously different songs, because the first time I did it, I only chose a few songs, and a lot of songs didn't make it. Beautiful songs that didn't make it, and they have to make it this year. So let me know if you have a favorite music when it comes to Christmas that you would like to add, so that I can sing to you. And I can, I'm gonna make some stories about Christmas. I want to think about themes and things like that and bring a story for you. So let me know. And oh, before you go, don't forget. Yes, I need to tell you. I need to tell you something before you go. You know, you might start rolling your eyes, but it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. You can roll your eyes all you want. They can go round and round, but you're gonna listen to this. You are amazing. You deserve the best. You matter. Yes, you do. And you are such a beautiful person, okay? Never forget that. Because you are amazing. Don't let anyone ever makes you think that you are not. Don't let them think that you are not worth it. Because you are. Even if they try their best to bring you down, you just don't let them. Okay? You are strong. I can say you are confident. And like I always say, you are unique. And you are special. Okay? And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. And next week it's Christmas time, so I hope if you're having it with family or friends, partners, you have a lovely, lovely time, okay? This is my time now to go, and it's a pleasure to see you every time I can, right? Thank you so much for coming here to watch my videos. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and welcome, by the way, if this is the first time you're in the channel, and leave a comment if you like the video, the story, anything that you would like me to do. Just leave it in the comments and I will read it. And yes, don't forget, if you want, you can share as well, and that will help me a lot. By the way, I'm gonna put a little link in the description where you can send some gifts if you feel like it. And it's not a lot. Obviously, you can choose the one that it's more convenient to you, but that will help me to get more stuff so that I can do like more and different stuff of ASMR. I want to get like a microphone. It's not a stand, but it's like an arm so that I can put it anywhere in the house. Not anywhere, but like in a specific area, so that the microphone cannot just be like here, but it can be on the top or in the bottom. And I just want to have more freedom when it comes to that, so I don't have to use other stuffs to make the microphone taller. And yeah, that's one of the first things that I want to get. And yes, I would like to get more lights to go around the room and make the atmosphere a little different. But yes, every little help, it's appreciated, and if you can't, it's fine. I'm still gonna be here. I'm still gonna be here for you. That doesn't change anything. I just thought I'll let you know. And if you can, it's fine. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful sleep, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully you'll be ready, and I'll be ready to sing some songs. Okay. Thank you so much, and until next time, be kind to yourself and keep embracing the soothing